We begin with President Park Geun-hye's historic state visit to Iran. President Park sat down with her Iranian counterpart Hassan Rouhani for the first ever summit between the two countries. The two leaders reportedly discussed ways to boost bilateral ties on both the diplomatic and economic front. And the summit produced a slew of new deals. For more, we connect with our Song Ji-sun from Tehran, where she is traveling with the Presidential Press Corps. Ji-sun, take us through the press conference that just wrapped up between President Park Geun-hye and Iranian President Hassan Rouhani.
Good evening, Daniel. At a joint press conference, the two leaders announced 66 MOUs covering a broad range of sectors from power plant and railway construction to cultural cooperation. The deals amount to some $37 billion for Korea, which will participate in a large number of infrastructure projects with Iran as it looks to rebuild its economy after the lifting of international sanctions. President Park said Seoul will support Tehran as it rebuilds its economy and hopes to see bilateral trade volume rebound. President Rouhani says he hopes the trade volume will go back to pre-sanctions levels. He also commented on the North Korean nuclear issue. He said he supports changes on the Korean peninsula as Iran is against any type of nuclear development and vowed to cooperate in implementing sanctions on Pyongyang. Meanwhile, the two sides will also expand exchanges in high value-added sectors like culture and ICT. 2017 will be designated as a year for culture exchanges between the two countries, and Seoul and Tehran will each build a culture exchange and business complex in each other's country. President Rouhani also expressed hope for the resumption of direct flights between Seoul and Tehran as a way to expand people-to-people exchanges. President Park is also scheduled to sit down with Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who is Tehran's most powerful leader both in politics and religion. Korea and Iran are expected to strengthen their bilateral ties at this symbolic meeting, with President Park being the first non-Muslim female leader to visit Iran. Back to you in Seoul.
Thank you for that, Ji-sun.